Okay, welcome to the this version. Today I'm trying to create a custom auth setup for an Nextjs application. Yeah, let's go back to the screen. Right. Yeah, this is it. This is the actual auth setup I use for getstarted.sh. So let me demo you first, and then go back to the screen and show you what we are doing, and then we can start implementing this. All right. So this is basically, let's go to a course. So because we don't have login setup here, so let me log out first, and I can open a network tab if we want to know more details. Maybe not, I don't know. Right. So you can click login. So then it will go to GitHub, and it will come back with the login process. So yeah, it's sort of seamless for the end user, but we are interacting with another API service, and come back to Next.js application. So this is how it works. Here, let me zoom this a little bit. Okay, right, like this. Right. Okay. Okay, it's going as. Right. Okay. Right. Here we have a user. So the user will click on the link on the get started.sh, and then user will redirect to a API server in a path called login, and then that URL and that API actually send the user to GitHub, do the authentication process there, and then user will be sent to the callback URL here on this custom API server, and then it will create a token to the database, and then the token will be sent to the Nextjs application using a query string as token. This is the kind of thing I don't like with this setup. And then when the app goes to the client side, then it can actually it saves the cookie from in this query string into a token in the query string into a cookie, and then after that it can use that cookie to communicate with the API server directly. So this is something I have implemented something similar previously. So this setup works, and I think from the security perspective, this is fine, but I haven't audited with someone externally, so I'm quite not sure how this works. And the biggest problem is I have to maintain all these things, and right now I'm trying to working with GitHub, but if I need to add more services, then I have to manually update everything. Then I have to check how those things works and so on. Oh yeah, Alan is asking about the question about can we take advantage of the HTTP only cookies here. I think currently it's not possible. The reason is I'm saving the token inside the browser, so in this process. So then it's possible to read. It should be able to read the token cookie from the browsers. Then yeah. So yeah, that's we cannot take advantage, but with the new setup I'm trying to show you, yeah, it's possible with that setup. So this is a simple this is the custom setup currently we have, and then this is the something I try to do with this session. No, there's a question asking about I'm using passport.js. No, actually I'm not using passport. I'm using simply talking to GitHub directory, and I'm trying to do it. And yeah, there's no any middleware kind of thing right now. And that's a problem. Like if I need to add more services, then I have to maybe use passport, or maybe use some other tool, or maybe try to do it my own. So that's why I'm trying to get rid of right now. So this is what earlier I had really good experience with Next.auth. So I'm trying to incorporate Next.auth into this flow because I'm already using Next.js. So then if somehow I can configure that into the setup, then it's a win for me, because I don't need to maintain anything. Not anything, but it's quite less. So this is what I'm trying to do. Here we simply click okay. So it's really hard to zoom in this screen. Yeah, I think I can click these buttons. Yeah. it works now. Right. Right. All right. I need to close this. So I think I can turn on the do not distraction mode or something like that. Yep, like that. So I don't get notified. Right. So then the user clicks the login button on the Nextjs application, and then it will send to the Nextjs API route, which handles by Next.auth, and then from that it will send to GitHub or maybe other services if I need, and then after that it will come to the callback screen, callback API route, which is also maintained by Next.auth, and then after that we're going to talk to our API server, and then we're going to create a user or maybe update the user with this information, and in return we'll get a token, and then we use that token to create a JWT session. So and then after that we can have the token inside the client side, inside the session object, so then we can directly talk to our API server. Right now with this proposed setup, all these things and these blue boxes are maintained by Next.auth. I don't need to like maintain those things. So that's a really helpful thing for me. All I need to implement some Next.auth callback here to communicate with my API server and then get this token. So that's it. Yeah, this is it. So let's try to work on this. I haven't prepared like rather than this thing, this diagram, and I talked to maintainer of the Next.auth, Ian. I shared this idea, and he's okay with this because this is something we could do. This method. Right, there's another question. Is there a way to clear the image a bit? Oh, I understand. Maybe how can I do that? I think maybe due to these things. Yep. So what I can do is I can add a comment with this link. I think we all can view that. I think something I can do. Maybe I can download the. Yep. Oh yeah, I think that's the reason. I guess that's the reason. I think Periscope is kind of like a slow. I mean, sometimes it doesn't work. Maybe let's come back to Twitch. If you are experiencing something like this, I think that's. So here's the link. Yeah. All right. What I can do? Maybe I can share this document. I don't know how to do that. So there's a publish link. I don't know. Yeah. All right. Okay, anyone with the link. Okay. Yeah, anyone with the link. All right, that's it. And I'm gonna short link it because Google URLs are pretty long. All right, we have diagram. All right, now we're good. Right, so then yeah, let's jump into code and try to see what we're doing here. All right, so we have this is my code base. Actually, we have a UI which is a Next.js application, and we have API which is simple Node.js application, and then we have a E2E directory which run the E2E setup. Yep. Yeah, that's it. And let's run this application and see how it looks like on the inside locally. So then I'm running yarn dev to run the Next.js application, and I'm gonna do this same with the API using yarn start. Yeah, it will. It's basically a GraphQL server, and it uses MongoDB behind the scene. And the reason I'm using a custom server rather than the Nextjs API routes is simply because of MongoDB. With MongoDB inside the API route, which is kind of like a tricky because there are a few things I need to talk about. One thing is connection limit, and the same time other thing is there's a connection time time we have to like spend, and if the lambda is called in lambdas, we have call boot issue, so then it will take some time to like connect. So it's pretty easy for me to like simply write a Node.js server and start from there. Then I can deploy it any place I can deploy Node. Yeah, I'm quite fine with deploying Node. I'm trying to do it right now in Heroku, so it's a okay situation for me. That's why I'm maintaining 2 applications. Right. Okay. So let me check this app from the URL from browser. So I'm running the app on 991. This is the local port, and basically it's the same app. So you can see inside the production. So I like to use the same similar application in both local and production. So it's easy to debug and easy to work on, especially on the early stages. Right. So yeah, right now login system is working. So let's start our Next.auth and start working on that. So let me open Next.auth in a browser. So then Next.auth. So I can copy anything, grab some commands. So basically this is it. Yeah, I think I need more information than this. Right, getting started. I already done this in some other example apps. I think I'm quite familiar with the setup. All right, so let's first I'm gonna install the package for sure. Let me open the terminal. I'm gonna yarn add Next.auth. All right, it's installed in the app, and all right, while it's doing that, so let me create a new file with this API route. All right, this is the page, and this is the route I need to create. I had to just this time I saw your comments. Yeah, okay, thanks. Right, okay, all right, then I'm gonna copy. I'm gonna create a new page, new route. I don't know how to call it. Like, all right, like this. So now I have a API. Okay, I created the wrong place. Right, let me remove it. Okay, so I need to do this in the Nextjs application. Yeah, all right, here. Right, and then I need to create a new file. Right, so I have the API route here, this one. Then I'm gonna copy that code from the website. All right, this is it. Right. Right. In this case, I'm not using a database, so it's possible with Next.auth. You could simply avoid using a database. The reason it's possible is right now. So if there's no database, it will use a JWT cookie token. So then it doesn't need a database. So if you're not familiar with JWT, just Google it, JWT. So basically, it's a token which is kind of long. So it can have some information like user ID, maybe even some secure tokens kind of thing. So then it's no one in the client side could read that. So it needs a server side component to handler to read what's inside the token. So then yeah, that's it. So then you don't need to talk to a database or anything to get those information. So that's how it works. And then by default, it's sometimes it's better to use a database based session, and sometimes it's okay to use a JWT token. And it's up to you to decide. And there's a quite long FAQ section on this Next.auth website, and they talk about JWT and why we can use that and what other cases it's really good and so on. So just read it if you're not sure about JWT. So here I'm fine with all these pros and cons, and so then that's what I choose that. Okay, so now we have that. Okay, I need the website. All right, okay, get started guide. Okay, so I have this. I need this client ID and client secrets for my Nextjs application. And before I do that, let me install Next.js, because I installed the Next.js in the wrong place. It should be yeah, it should be, I should add it into the Next.js application rather than the API server. Okay, yarn add Next.js. All right, yarn start. If you have any questions, just ping me. Yeah, I'll try to help, like, answer. All right. Okay, what's going on? All right, something wrong with my network, so which is really interesting, because I'm trying to, like, you know, I'm trying to, like, I'm streaming here at the same time. Yeah, it's pretty fun. So I think it's maybe something with the yarn add Next.js. Let me try again. Okay, which is really bad. I mean, let me do npm install, which we should not do that. I think maybe that's something is yeah, it is. That's the issue. Maybe something. Yeah, Carter is mentioning there's a issue with the yarn package registry. So, yeah, so then I should use npm. Thanks Carter. So while this is happening, let me try to add some code. Oh, even npm is having issues, which is bad, really bad time. Let me check the status. Oh, yeah, I'm looking at the status on the, I think right now it seems fine. So that's status yarn. I think if Kosh is saying that, I think yeah, I should trust him. I'm like, because he's working on the next Vercel support, and I think this is a question he might be like getting all the time. Yeah, cool, thanks. Right. Anyway, while I think we have to like wait a couple of minutes for this to work, so then let's go to the code base and try to do those stuff. Right, so this is it. And right, okay, and then we need to have a GitHub client ID and a client secret. Right now I'm trying to like hard code everything, so we can like do like an environment variable later on. Anyway, I might need to, yeah, let's do it anyway. GitHub client ID, why not? Okay, and then I'm going to GitHub client secret. Right, so GitHub option is fine, and you have Next.js providers. All right, this is all we need for the initial setup. And then I'm gonna add these environment variables. I have these environment variables in so these are the two ways. Yeah, right now I'm sharing these keys and all the for everyone, and that's fine because these are just test keys. I'm gonna change these things after this like live stream. So then yeah, I'm not saying like you guys would go through and try to do any crazy stuff, but it's always a good thing, because well, yeah. Right, then so right now this file is inside my app server. Yeah, I think there's a problem with Periscope. I have seen that, because they don't have a switch to like change the quality setup. I don't know what's going on there. Yeah. All right, here. Right now we have the environment variables, which is fine. And then this is the only thing I have to do in the server part in the Nextjs application. And then I need to add some things inside the client side. So basically we have a React hook to get the session information and go on. So yep, let's see how the npm is doing. All right, it's done that, but I'm quite not sure, because now I have used npm and yarn at the same time. Quite not sure how it's gonna work. Anyway, let's try yarn dev. Okay, I think it's sort of working. All right, so let me run the application, and it works. Oh no, it doesn't. Yeah, I think that's the issue. I need to like get rid of all the npm not directory, and I need to start again. So frankly, I should have done that earlier, so then it's easier, and we're not wasting any time. Yeah, I think let me do a yarn install, npm install, and let's go back to code and then try to add more stuff rather waiting here. All right. Okay. Cool. Right, now we have the server part. Then let's add the UI to basically, if you look at the website, we have a header component. Let's come back to like course. Right, we have a login component which shows the login information, and then let's see how to render this from the output in the Next.auth, coming from the Next.auth. All right, and then to do that, right now I'm doing that inside this layout, and then I'm using a hook called use auth, and then that's how I get auth information, and I'm trying to log in, log out. And then let's say there's something called auth.user, I guess. Yeah, auth.logged in, and then I'm gonna show something here. So right now I'm trying to use this rather than my custom auth setup. I'm trying to use I'm trying to use Next.auth hook inside there for this one. So let me think. Maybe I can use Next.auth directly inside this, or maybe I can replace this hook. Maybe I'll do that. I'll go to use args. Anyway, I think there are so many things involving here, so maybe it's safer to like chain directly on the this place. So maybe I'll abstract those logic later on if we have some time. Right, I'm gonna import Next.auth. All right, right, this is it. Right, in Next.auth we have something called use session. At the same time, there's something called sign in and sign out. So they call it sign in and sign out for rather than login and login out. So this is we have to use. So use session, then we can use session to get the session information rather than auth. Let me do that. Session, use session. I think I need to, yeah, that's the first parameter, first item in the array. That's it. And then so then I can yeah, let me on login, on log out. Here, how can I do that? Okay, here I'm doing auth.logged in. Rather than doing that, we can check the auth.user. Maybe yeah, I need to check the existing existence of, I need to check the existence of this session. If that exists, then I can do the logout, and if not, I can do the login. Right, right. Then on login, we can simply say sign in. So this is directly coming from the Next.auth, and I'm going to choose GitHub as the provider. And then for the logout, yeah, I'm going to do the same thing as like a GitHub sign out. Right now, I don't need to do this because earlier I'm trying to like do something, and after the sign out, yeah, because everything is handled here in Next.auth. I don't need to do anything. Right now it looks fine. Then I think I can oh, we don't even use the router. Yeah, that's interesting. So I can remove two things. All right, cool. And then that's it. All right, so let's go check out the npm. I guess it's working. All right, let me load my app. Okay, now this is the all right, let's wait for it. I might need to yep, thing compiling. Yep, I'm quite not sure why it's taking that long. So let me go to the home page. All right, that's pretty bad. All right, all right, that's fine. Right, anyway, So there's something I need to set the next auth environment variable, so which is something I should do. So I'm gonna open the while this is going on, I'm quite not sure why this is happening. Anyway, I'm gonna add I'm gonna open dot local .nv file, and then I'm gonna add next.url with the URL this one, http localhost as 990 and 9091. So this is how Next.js is understanding the current URL. So then it can use this for callback URLs and all the other stuff. Right, I think I might need to do some more change, and we'll figure it out once we are done. Right, cool. So yep. So one thing, if you're not familiar with the .nv files in Next.js, so basically you can have a couple of environment variables, .nv, .local, if you're running with the normal dev server, and if you are running with node nv equals test, and then you can use nv.test like that. So basically anything you like add here will be can be accessed using anywhere you can see server side. You can access server-side code in Next.js. That means API routes and get initial props, get server-side props, and so on. And then let's say if you have or like prefix something with next underscore public underscore, and then this like environment variable will be accessed anywhere in your client code as well. So then that's how you expose public stuff. Yeah, that's how it. Right, so then let me start this again. Yeah, it's pretty bad actually. npm is not working. Yeah, right, npm install. I don't know what happened in the previous time. I think now it's sort of worked. Right, okay. Let me see. All right, this time it worked great. So we can continue without any issues. Right, all right, so this is the page. All right, now it works. What's this? Aurora data API, Postgres. I'm not using Postgres. So maybe this is something with Next.auth, but I haven't seen this issue in some other place. Do I use Postgres? Which is pretty weird. Right, then I'm gonna use packagejson Postgres. I'm pretty sure I'm not using Postgres there, just Next.auth. Maybe this is something comes from. So let me think what I should do. So let me try to replace the Node.js module, Node modules directly with the Next.auth version I'm having. So maybe that might help. Maybe not. Anyway, let's check yarn again. It's sort of back. So this is. I think we are wasting time here. Yeah, I'm sorry for that. Yeah. Right. Okay. Jans comes back, I guess. All right. Okay. It's fetching data. Oh yeah. Thanks, Kotri. I think that's typo RM. I think typo RM. Maybe that's something Next.auth uses behind the scenes, I guess. I guess. So I assume, Yarn would do its own things and make things cool, like right. All right, I think it worked this time. Let me reload the page. Oh, okay, same thing. Maybe this is something with the Next.auth version. Let me check the version and try to like downgrade into like some 3.1.0. Maybe I used earlier 3.0.0. Maybe that's it. Let me install that instead. Sorry, yarn tab. Okay, let's see. Wow, that's interesting. So where this comes from? Yeah. Interesting. Maybe it's not something. Maybe. Yeah. Why not? Let's give it a try. Where is this coming from? Interesting. Is this something in Next.js? I'm quite not sure. Yeah, let me get rid of Next.dot. Maybe I'm blaming Next.dot without. Yeah, let me check the packagejson file for anything, anything weird. Yeah, I don't need discuss for sure. I'm not using it. Maybe mix panel? I don't think so. Yeah, looks fine. Label. Oh, right. Maybe it's Cypress. Maybe that could be it. All right. Let's keep Next.dot and Cypress. Get rid of that. And let me yarn again. Yeah, Quatry gave an idea like add the. Yeah, that should fix it temporary. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let me do that. Yep, gonna do it. So let me try to run it once more. Like maybe it's Cypress. So if not, I'm gonna add that package to fix the issue. Seems like we have to like face that issue again. All right, please. Then let me add that npm module. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Quatry. Let's see how this gonna work. All right. All right. Let me run it. Yeah, this time it seems like building. Amazing. All right. Wow. So I'm gonna I can use something like npm yarn ls type orm. It could be yarn list, I guess. Yeah, which I think I should be yarn tree, right? We can get the list of tree. Nope. Anyway. Yeah, that's a good one. Try yarn cache clean. Yeah, but we got this from the npm as well, that I'm kind of worried why it's gonna work. So yeah, I'm quite even not sure that this is something from next dot. All right, I think while it's doing that, we can create a GitHub app. The reason we need to GitHub app, the reason is because now our redirect URLs are different from my the app. Maybe is it? Yeah, it is different. So then we can create something. So I'm gonna go to my GitHub and I'm gonna go to settings, GitHub, and it should be somewhere here, settings. And I'm gonna go to developer settings and create a GitHub OAuth application. I think we already have app. I think it's already configured for Next.js, I guess. Yes, it is. So basically it is. So we need to have this. This is the callback URL. So if you're talking about Next.js, this is it. Should be the port slash blah 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 port slash API slash auth slash callback. So I'm going to change the port to 991 9091. So that should be fine. That's all we need. I'm going to update it. Right, then I'm going to get these client ID and client secrets. Otherwise, it will throw me an error saying that the redirect URLs are different or something similar. Right. Okay. Right. Then let's see how this is working. Oh, all right. Because it doesn't remove the. It just remove only the yarn cache, but not my anything inside the node modules directly. Yeah, while it's doing that, and that's it. All right, then let's work on the rest of the code. Yeah, I'm not sure that whether we can have this issue fixed. So we have the sign in and sign out, which is fine. Now we have all the things going on, but the user is not the user object, and there's a user object, so I can get access to the user object called session.user, and but it's a dummy user. Like we have we have user, we have user ID, and we have a name, and we have a meta link, but that's all coming from GitHub, and that's fine. But in my case, that's not the user I want. I need more information than that. I need to create a user on my database and like that. So then we're going to use Next.auth callbacks to add this functionality. Let's try to do that. So let me install yarn dev. All right, and okay, all right, this is it, and all right, it's running this time. Okay, and it's not even finishing up. Usually it doesn't take that much. Usually. Wow. Yeah, maybe it's I'm running a few services on this machine right now, especially OBS, and that's it's causing issues. Maybe that's it. Yeah. I wonder if I do live. I mean, yeah, it got the same error. And try to make sure everything is fine with. Let me get rid of Next.auth. It should throw me an error for sure. but it should be something different in this case. If that's next auth. All right, let me see. Okay. Right. Right, definitely it's not coming from next auth. Because even I get rid of that one, it was showing, which is pretty weird. How can I see that error? Okay. So do you guys know how to get like a dependency tree or something, like, so I can check whether which is and where it's coming from? It's web compilation, export not routing in Postgres. Somehow I'm using Postgres. npm Postgres. Attempted to typo rm, not module typo. npm yarn dependency tree kind of thing. Okay, yarn y. Okay, let me try that. Okay, it seems the next dot depends on it. Cool. So then I'm gonna remove type ORM, so that maybe I can add a different version of type ORM. I guess that's the issue. Maybe they have a like issue. Let me check the type ORM GitHub repository, maybe. Okay, so do they have some issue kind of thing? Let me check their issues. Okay, let's say the close up. So it should be, issue would be something like this. Let's search for that. All right. Okay. Interesting. All right, let me check the release cycle. Releases. Where can I see releases? Because this new UI. All right, this should be tags. Okay, that's on May. And then let's check the version here. Yeah, not modules, type ORM, version driver. Okay, type ORM. So it's yep, yeah, so it's the latest version. Okay, who's using this type ORM? Even I think they said Nextjs is using that. Right, what can do? So let me remove this. All right, done. All right. Which is crazy. Okay. All right, it says adapters type ORM. So I haven't seen this issue. I'm seeing why this is going to happen. So let me check the version I'm using in a different Next.js version. So then we can directly use that version. I think this is something with Next.js. It's here. Could be open region. Right here. So here I'm using a Next.js. Should be packagejson. S3000. I think that's the one we installed anyway. Let me check. yarn add next auth rm recursive. Yeah, I think we remove next auth. All right, this is all right, and I'm gonna check the version 9. All right, oh shit. All right. Okay, do a yarn again to resolve everything. So let me remove all the maybe yeah node modules. Oh, next auth. I mean it should be next auth. Packagejson. Yeah. Yes. All right. Let me try it again another time. It's happening. It's not compiling. Yep, it's coming again. Right, let's try this. I think let's do something like that. So maybe we can directly open this Postgres. Some file here. I think it's on node modules type one. So let's open this more file and then try to edit that code maybe. I think this is the wrong project. Should be no. Yeah. And I'm quite not sure why this is happening, but it's totally weird. Node modules. Let me open it from VI. All right. Okay. It should be okay. Right. I think I don't need any of this because I'm not using this file as is. Right. Oh, sorry. Right. Let me run this again. Okay. Right, then let me open the project. I think since I think it's yeah, which is really interesting. Counter to FS. I think there's something which is pretty weird. Okay, that's fine because I'm not starting it there. Maybe that's it. Okay, let me. Oh, interesting. Wow. Webpack. Why it doesn't need to like. So this is pretty interesting. I haven't seen this earlier when I'm using require optional. Who's using require optional? Yeah, it's coming from Nextjs, which is interesting. I haven't seen this earlier. So let me do one more thing. Let me get rid of like this from Next.UI part. Just put it on the API. Yeah, I'm gonna remove all these things because I can maybe do something, work around on this. Right, and maybe, yep, each session, and let me do this. And let's check the Next.js GitHub issues on whether we have something like issue with, we have some similar issue. I think the issue would be something like yeah. All right, seems like we have closed something similar 7 days ago. All right, this is it. Okay, then so how what are the fix? Okay, say okay, seems like this is the issue. All right, let me do this. Interesting. I think we found the issue, but do we need to have some sort of fix? I think it's not specific to me. Maybe it's like colliding with something else even. Okay, let me do this. Anyway, yep. All right. I haven't seen this resolution thing earlier. Like, anyway, let me try to do that. All right, then let me install this. All right, it's installed the previous version, I guess. Typo RM. All right. Okay. It working? Yeah, it seems to have worked. Yeah, thank God. Anyway, I think we should dig into this problem later on and try to see what's going on. But right now we can continue with this session. I think I should have checked the Next.js repository directory rather than trying anything. Okay. Right. Use session. Right. Oh, gain. Are we getting anything? Wow. Really don't like this. What else do we have here? I've seen some. All right. Yeah, okay. This is the same issue I'm getting. What I like this one. Alright. Oh, alright. Oh, that's it. We found the shoe, like it's wow. This is pretty bad. I think yeah, we should this yeah, because this is the issue. Like I'm importing the Next.auth from here, and I should install it from the client side. Wow, this is why this is failing the whole time. Yep, that's my bad. I assume it's something with my app, because I'm doing something similar. Like we are getting issues like this, like all the time. Yeah, that's why you should directly copy code from the documentation rather than trying to guess. Anyway, now we have something. Yeah, it's work right now. So yeah, let me. Yeah. So let me add a comment, or maybe later on I'm gonna pin this. Right. Okay. This is another issue when you're working with the isomorphic application. So you tend to have do something like this. So then yeah. Right, then let's try to log in. I should work this time. Okay. Right, let me open the network tab if I want to debug anything. All right, now it's working pretty nice. Now we have logged the user in. So this is now we are using Next.auth. In this case, I'm not using my custom API server. Everything is Next.auth. So we have this authorization URL going to GitHub, and then it's coming back to my API server, the callback session, and that's it. That's how it works. Right. Okay, now everything is good to normal, so we can continue. All right. Okay. So I'm going to show you the actual session object, so then you can see what's inside it. All right, and then I'm going to do a console log. Yeah, I did the console log. I'm going to show the console screen. Yeah, you can see the session. So we have expires, and we are interested in the user. We have the email, image, and a name. So this is it, and this is not useful at all for us. We don't have a token to talk with the API server, and now we are trying to get that. Okay, right, let me do that. So now we're trying to add a callbacks in Next.auth. So basically callback is a functionality you can alter the anything involved with the login process. So we go there, and we have something called callbacks. So yeah, since I need to like speed up this process, I already have app which I'm using callbacks. So yeah, if this is the normal case, I should go to the documentation, but this is yeah, kind of critical moment, because we lost a lot of time to trying to fix my mistake. Right, then we have something here. I'm gonna go to my documentation and blah blah blah. I think we have something here. All right. Okay, let me callbacks here. Okay, which is it? Ding ding ding. All right, this is it. Callbacks. All right. Yeah, this is what I want. So I can get the code. Let me see. Anyway, it's better to go through the code again. I mean, like callbacks. Let me search callbacks. Right. Okay. Yeah, we have callbacks. So basically, we can have sign in, redirect, and session JW. So these are the callbacks. So I'm going to use the sign in, and also the session and JWT. So in the sign in callback, I'm going to get a token, and I'm going to send that token to my client side application. So I can work on that. So let's do that. So let's create these callbacks. So we create callbacks inside these options, and then I show this object. I'm going to have the sign in callback, right? And the first parameter should be the user, and the second one is the count, and another one is the metadata. I think I'm quite not sure how you differentiate these three things, but I think you could console log and figure out which one you need to use. Usually this metadata is coming from the GitHub user and some social user. Account is this one. We have the type if this is provided from GitHub and so on. Then user is the user that you should show on the client side. So you can modify some fields there, and it will automatically modify on the client side as well. But if you add something, it won't reflect on the client side in the session. So let me do something similar. Interesting. I'm gonna keep everything like this. I'm not gonna do the actual API call here. I need to do and then create an API call to get the token. So this is what I want to do. Not right now, but later on. But I'm gonna do a fake token here. Right, this fake token. And then but if I run this application, if I let me sign in and sign out this app, I'm already logged in, logged out, so then I can use this. Okay, so let me log in. So we have set the user to some custom field, but I don't think we can see that from the client side. Yeah, we cannot see that. The reason is it's a custom thing we do. It's not exposed to the public. So for that one, we had to do a couple of things. We need to create a JWT callback. So let's check the documentation for that. Should be JWT. Alright, this is the document. It's a token and the user. Right, JWT. We have the token and the user. And the user, it's this user we are getting. Now we have altered the user object here. So I want to do something like that. If there's a user, I'm gonna do token dot token. Maybe, yeah, it's weird, but anyway, user dot token. So this is how it works. And JWT callback. All right. Yeah. So this is here we have to check the user object. I'm quite not sure the reason, but this is how it's documented. Otherwise, it will throw some issues. All right, that's it. And this is not even enough. The reason is now we only add the token. This kind of access. I mean, let's rename as access token to confuse, because otherwise I'm confusing things. All right. Right, we add this access token to the JW token, but it's not still available on the session object. The reason is this token is not readable on the client side, so it's only we can do that on the server side, because there are some encryption is going on to protect, not encryption, signing is going on to like protect this token. But even we could enable encryption, but I don't think that's the default here. So now I need to have a session callback. I'm gonna do so we have this token and so on. Right, we have session. We have session. All right, we have the user and we have the token. So I'm gonna get the token.access token and I'm put it on the user. I put it on the session. Session.foo. Let me do that. All right, JW token. I think I had returned the token, otherwise it won't work. Right here, I'm gonna set session.access token equal to token, and then I'm gonna return the session. It should be token.access token. This is it, and let's give it a go. All right, and I think everything looks good, and let me try it out. If not, I have some example app. I think this is the syntax, I assume. Okay, looks good. We're not logged in. All right. Now we have some sort of error. So let's inspect the code, and property access token is undefined. Which is interesting. I think token is the second parameter, not the third one. Let me try again. Yeah, this time it worked, but still we don't have the token, which is interesting. It's interesting for sure. And JWT and all right. All right, what we can do is actually access token. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's the issue. There is a typos. Yep. This is it. Yep. Yeah, that's why we should use TypeScript. Anyway, let me log out and try to log in again. Okay, yep, now it seems like, yep, we have the fake token right now. Interesting, cool. So now we have the token. So now we sort of expose the token to the client side. And now we need to like find a way to like actually create the actual token so we can actually interact with this these APIs. Right now, I don't think we could do anything. It doesn't work. Right, let me grab some water. All right, that's it. Now we have that. So let's implement the user creating user. So here, so we're gonna here now I'm gonna create a GitHub user. So we have some information about the GitHub data. So let me create GitHub user. So I need the GitHub account ID. I need a GitHub ID. I can get it from the metadata.id. So I might need the email, which is I'm not worried about right now because I need to do a couple of things to get the email. So I'm not worrying about right now. GitHub ID, and I'm gonna need the GitHub login, and I think I can get it from metadata.login. And I need the what I want, like I need the avatar. I'm gonna get it from the what I should do. I think I need to get it from where the I think we have the email avatar is user. I mean it's avatar. User.image, right? I'm trying to doing it. Remember, I'm trying from the memory, but I'll try to like grab it. We'll try to do it later on. I mean, we can check the actual. So I think I'm doing to cheat something. I'm trying to get the email. This is how I do it. Okay. The reason is we don't have the email in GitHub. They don't expose the email by default, so we have to grab it in a different way. So I mean, like talking to API call GitHub. So that's what I'm doing here. So you can get the here's we can get the access GitHub access token here, and do this. Yep, that's what we want. The email, we have the primary email. I'm gonna set the email here, and also the access token, and I'm gonna put that. Yep, access token. Yep. I'm not gonna use the access token right now because I'm gonna print this. So I don't want to like show this one. So let me console log. Okay. Let me run this and see whether it's printing as I expected. All right. This one I'm gonna log out. I'm gonna log in again. If everything is good, I can see the there's some issues. Like, does it work? Did it work? Somehow it seems to work. Maybe it's okay. Maybe it should be async. It's pretty weird that it worked. Okay, right. Okay. I think now it should work. All right. So what's the issue? Error. Emails.find is not a function. Okay. So what's this called? Emails.find is not a function, which is fine. And let me check what's the output of emails. Emails. All right. It's compiling. Let me try to log in again. Oh, bad credentials. Oh, that's interesting. Why it's happening? Should be like it's like a decent credential. That's weird. Oh, all right. Yeah, it should be like it's. Oh, I don't know why I did change this one. It should be access token. Yep, that's why it is like. Okay, I think now it's working. Now we have that ID, we have the ID, and we have the email, we have the login, and we have the avatar. And from this information, we can create a user in our API server and get an access token to communicate to that API server. Right, I'm gonna remove this and this. Right, then let's create a new endpoint on my API server to create a token. Right, all right, so let's inspect my API server. What are the existing APIs we have? Points, we have endpoints for GitHub, login, callback. I think inside the callback, I'm trying to do something similar. We create a user using the email, which we should not do. And then I'm gonna create a token here. So I'm gonna try to create a new API endpoint to do the same thing. And create a token, and I'm gonna send this token, and that's it. Okay. All right. And what I'm going to do is actually what we should do. So let's create a new endpoint called user. So we already have a user endpoint, and I'm gonna currently it should be get right now. We have a token. I think let's get a new endpoint, which makes sense. GitHub. So this is get, maybe admin now. Naming is a really hard thing to do, and maybe create user, which is kind of bad. Maybe admin/user. That's interesting. That should work. Okay, and I'm gonna create a new endpoint. Let me grab the same thing. It should be easy to do. Right then, that's it. Okay, I think okay, we have it, and we have the data in the request.body. Should be the GitHub user. All right, GitHub user. We have some information, and we have to do some authentication layer. So it should be based on a shared secret key, something. Right, and I'm gonna remove this functionality because these are GitHub related. We don't really need them. Okay, I'm gonna use this one. So then I'm gonna GitHub user. We have the login. We can simply use the GitHub user.email. So we are passing that, and then login name. Let's try to send the name as well. an ID, and let's do that. Send the name as well. Metadata.name, I guess. I think, yeah, it should be there. All right, and then ID, avatar, and the access token, which I'm not interested right now. But we have to do it at some point. Maybe as a to-do item. All right. Add access token. Okay, and then I'm gonna create a token for this user. Right, there's a question. I think it's a good time for a question, like because I was messing around with the code. All right. Okay, the a bit of okay, using a client credential support. Context API log. All right, I think client credential. I think this is something with the OAuth, but I think I used it a few months ago, maybe years ago, but I'm quite not familiar with that setup with the client credentials and so on. I think I'm happy to answer, but at this point I'm not sure about the. I think it's something in the OAuth grant, and maybe client credential is trying to create a token, something like maybe inside the client, maybe one-time token, something like that. But I'm quite not remember it right now, so I'm sorry, I cannot answer it right now. Okay, thanks anyway. Cool. All right. Okay. This is it. All right. Okay. GitHub user. I think we have few minutes left. So now we have the token, and I'm gonna send this token now, not as a payload. So I'm gonna do. Can I send some JSON from here? Let me see. Oh yeah, we can send. Okay. And all right, admin user, I'm gonna send I can directly send this token. Rest.send. Yep, token. So this is it, and this is what I'm gonna do, and that's all I need. I'm gonna get rid of this thing. Okay, now we have the authentication layer, which I will do later on. I get a GitHub user, and we are NCO user, and we don't need these things. Right, and this should work. So okay, this is all specific things to my app. So now I'm gonna do add this route to my express config, I guess. Should be admin user.js. Here we have, all right. Okay. All right. This is it. Right, then it should be get admin user. Then I'm gonna do admin user. Right, now we have this new API handler, so I can get the token from the email. Right, everything looks good, and let's do it. So now I can go to next. So now I'm rather than creating a fake token, I'm gonna create the actual token from here. So I'm gonna do a fetch API call for this one. So I'm not sure I'm using Axios in this case. I'm not using Axios, so then I cannot use it. But yeah, I think I should use. Wait, fetch. The API URL should be HTTP localhost 990. I should use a real. Should not hard code this and try to get it from the from config, I guess, environment variable. Okay, and it should be admin, and it should be user, and I'm gonna use a method called post, and then I'm gonna use, okay, I need to check the post actually. It should be post, otherwise it won't work. and then I'm gonna send the header. Should be content type application JSON, and then yeah, that's all we need. And then I'm gonna use body, and I'm gonna JSON stringify, and it should be GitHub user. All right, okay, sorry. Oh, I should GitHub user. This is it. So then I'm gonna get the token, read fetchres.json. Right, now we have the token. I'm gonna use this token as the access token. All right. Okay, and I'm gonna remove this. Right, seems fine. I think ideally this should work, but I'm quite not sure. But we can try it. Right, I'm gonna restart my API server. So now it has this new route. I don't need to restart the Nextjs application, but I did it anyway. Right. Okay, I'm gonna reload the page. Right. Okay, it's working. Right, and then I'm gonna log out. So to get a new access token. Right, it's throwing error. Yeah, I expect something. So then I can debug. All right. Okay. All right. Request.body. Oh, as undefined, which is interesting. Why actually we're getting that? I think I'm not using a body parser maybe. So that's it. Let me check, and all right, it's okay. It's my API endpoint user. I think we have to use some sort of body parser, some library. I mean, middleware. I haven't used it in a while. Right, yeah, body parser. Yeah, I think I have to import it. Let me Google it. Express body parser. Okay. All right. Yep. How can I do that? Yep, I need to install body parser, and that's all I have to do. Yarn add, and then I'm gonna grab this one. Yeah, that's it, I guess. And then I need to like add it to a middleware or somewhere, I guess. Body parser. Yeah, body parser JSON parser, and I'm gonna pass it to middleware. Yes, that's how it works. All right, and I'm gonna use it. Okay, should be constant, and I'm gonna do a JSON parser. I guess it should be a JSON parser. I guess. Yep, JSON parser. All right, maybe I'll put it here at the end. I'm gonna do a constant JSON parser, body parser. All right, I should have type JSON. Okay, and I'm gonna grab this one. I'm gonna put it in front of the admin. Yep. Right, now it should work. Okay, yep, it is. Let me run this again. Yarn start. Right, let me log out this user. There's my previous application. I mean, it's a production app. Let me right, then I'm gonna log in again. I think this time it worked. Yeah, pretty cool. Now we have the access token locally here. So this access token is a token to my API server. then I can directly talk to my API server and do all these things here. Yeah, so let's try to integrate in the further sections and try to do it. All right, I think that's all I need. Right then, let me see. Let me override my lib, and I'm gonna check my auth hook. So then I don't need to like change all the places, just only once. So then it will work with all the places. All right. With all right. Where was it? All right. It's on lib. Use auth. So then let's check what are the things I'm going to use. Logged in, and there's a fetch. This fetch has the it's a token enabled fetch, right? So this is what I want to. Right, I'm gonna replace this one with the Next.js version of this thing. All right, let's do it. So I'm gonna use let me let's edit this one because I can change it anyway. Should be use session, and it should be sign in and sign out from I have learned my lesson next./client. Otherwise it will import like all those things and we are in a mess again. Right, so that's it. All right, then what I can do is I don't need all those things because it's already managed by the Next.js. Color session, use state, it should be use session. Right, I'm gonna remove these things later on, but not right now. I'm not gonna worry about that. We need the user, which is not currently how we do. So I'm gonna remove all these things. We're gonna log in and log out, which is pretty simple. Should be sign in GitHub. The other one is sign out GitHub. That's all we need. Get current URL. I don't know we need it. I think we don't need it. Right, and fetch your token, which I think we need. Yeah, and we need a token, and we can get the token from the session, and it should be session dot access token. Right, so yeah, I don't need this cookie based token anymore. Use effects, I don't think we need anything. These are the use effects because we don't do any kind of fetching. But here I'm using the get user. Wow, I'm using I'm getting the user for that. Yeah, that's what I can do. That's I can use something similar. I can let's say there's no session. Yes, just set loading false. No, not current user. Yeah, let me think. Not sure. I think I don't need these kind of things. Yep, I think I can start directly from here. There are no token. I mean, there's no session. I should do all these things. If there's session, I'm gonna do a session dot access token. All right, and it's gonna set all the things I want. And loading, logged in. Yeah, set logged in. I don't think we need all these things. Anyway, I'll put it there for just to make sure it's there. Right, and I think it should work most of the time, and I don't need yep. I'm gonna open my blog layout, and I'm gonna remove all the changes we did because I'm gonna use the default my auth session. Anyway, I think I think I already made changes. I need to like reload the Again, I'm getting some issue. Like, let's see. Like it's right. I'm gonna change component dot block layout to the default, and I'm gonna run it again. Right now, this should fix all this issue, and it will run my app with the next auth based session. Right, that this is what we need. All right. Yep. Let's give it a try. Okay. Let's try to log in again. Okay, so something is going on. Let me check. All right. So there's no kind of issue, but I assume there's something with the setup, and we can figure it out. Session. All right, and let me console log the session. Yeah. All right. I think this is it. Logged in. Yeah. This is I need to fix logged in parameter because it's not based on something like this, because I'm not setting the logged in anywhere. Yeah, I think I don't need anything like this. Set logged in true or something. Yep. What I can do is maybe interesting case. And yeah, I'm gonna put it like this. I'm gonna print the session, try to see the issue. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna get in the I'm getting the session as I expected. Oh, and sometimes it's going out. I know the issue. I think I need to add some sort of provider. Otherwise, Nextjs will sort of changing it. I know how to fix it. And then inside this getting started guide, we need to create a custom app, and we need to create a custom Nextjs app, and I need to put the direct provider. So I'm gonna copy this time. I think I already have a underscore app.js. Maybe I have it. Not remember. Yeah, we have it. Then I'm gonna add this provider, and I'm gonna use this provider to render all these things. Yep, and I'm gonna yo okay, and I'm gonna do this. All right, not exactly this. Yep. Right now, my app is running inside this Nextjs provider. So yeah, so now it has. I think I need to restart the app. If I change the next provider, underscore app.js. Yep, it's fine. And then I'm gonna reload the page. Not that one, this one. Then it should show me the login information properly, and it's kind of like a shared across all the components, and if multiple times it's called, and it's working fine. Yep, that's it. Yep, now we have the login logout state here, which is useful and fine, but somehow it's not rendering a login and get started. Yeah, because it should not show that, which is pretty interesting. Yeah, so I can check why it's showing. So let me get access to some of the internals, and basically I should be able to add a comment in this case. Yeah, it should ask me to log in to interact. Let's check why. So I'm gonna see where I'm logging and get started. I'm quite not sure where I'm gonna print this, so let me grab that and find it from the browser. Right. Okay. that's pretty weird. Should be on pages, I guess. maybe on components. Yeah, I know some other place we can check. Should be on a question component. Right, somewhere here. Yep, here. So maybe we can check this question component directly because I'm using the auth there. Okay, we're having the props. Props has the auth stuff, and let me print what's going on there. Right, and I'm gonna see what's going on there. All right, loading false, but there is no user. So that's the issue. Somehow I'm not getting the user, and that's why it's actually doesn't do anything. So then it's loading. Even the logged in is false, which is pretty interesting. All right. Yep, I can see what it's doing. So I'll, rather than doing it here, I'm gonna use auth. I'm gonna check the session here, which is fine. We checked, and then I'm gonna print a couple of these things. Auth should be logged in and the user, just to make sure we're doing something. Okay. Right. Oh, I don't know. This time it worked, which is pretty interesting. All right. Yeah, it worked this time. Maybe I have to like do a full reload. Maybe some sort of I don't know. Yeah. Now I have like implement everything. I guess. Yeah, I think we did it. Somehow it. Yeah, this is something we need to like dig up. There's sometimes it asks me to like log in track or something. Let me check a little bit more. Email, and we have total points. Okay, we have session. We have the auth. Okay, we got auth as true, which is interesting. It should not. Yeah, logged in is true. Okay, that's the user. Logged in is true, and that's the user. But this shows something different. Yep. Which is bad. Anyway, right. Okay, it's showing me false this time. Right. I think I should simply detect the, rather than fetching the user again, which might confuse some state and some things. I should simply, do something. Let me see. Yeah, I should do something like this rather than getting the low user here, not loadings logged in. I'm gonna set the logged in directly from here. Const logged in is equal to having a boolean session. All right, that's it. Then that's gonna fix this. I assume it's gonna fix this. Yeah, set logged in. I don't need that one. Set logged in, because we don't logged in. Yeah, I'm gonna remove this. All right, and yeah, all right, that's it. And then now it's gonna work. Yep, it worked, because yeah, fetching the user again and again makes things complicated. Yeah, so you can see we can see this completed action because we have actually logged into the system. Right. Okay, I think I think we completed it. I think we have full login system, and it's we're not using anything custom. Right now we use Next.js, and it will do all the JW2 sessions management and everything. Let me log out again and try to see what we're doing. Okay, sign out is not defined. Okay, this is something easy to fix. All right, yeah. Okay, it's sync out, sign out. All right, this is why we should type TypeScript. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna use it soon. All right, log out, and I'm gonna log in again. All right, I'm gonna click some page. I'm gonna log in, and this will talk to GitHub and do all the process, and it will come back to the page with the logged in user. And yeah, and we have removed all my custom stuff. Now it's using the whole yeah, standard yeah, Next.js specific things. Right. Yep. Yeah, there's something in it. I think there are some things I have to fix anyway. There should be, yeah, it's not, maybe something with that. I need to check, but overall, we could make something working. Right. Okay. That's it. Right. I think we could actually fix all these things in this lesson. Otherwise, we didn't have that issue earlier. Yeah, that's a mistake I did. Rather than yeah, so this is the bug. So I'm trying to I imported the sign in from Next.auth rather than Next.auth/client. Then that blows away everything. Right. Anyway, we implemented this solution in this session. Now we have all these things. All these places are managed by Next.auth. I already do this like call to get a token to my user, and that's all I do. So then now after that, I can add any kind of social login providers. Simply add it here, configure Next.auth, and I don't need to like configure a lot in my API servers, and it gonna work. Yeah, interesting, very seamless. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, thanks for, like, if you're still here, thank you very much, and I hope you understand something. I'm gonna write a blog post maybe, or maybe some guide to demonstrate this, showing this setup. Yeah, that's it. See you soon in some other day.